Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of Sheglam makeup, which I'm very excited about. I've done a couple of testing Sheglam videos in the past. You guys seem to really like them. So I have got some more new makeup from Sheglam, which I'm excited about. So I've got their limited edition Valentine's Day Love Dive collection, and I also have a couple of their new Sunside bronzers as well to try out. Before I get started, if you are brand new to my channel, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button down below. Click the bell next to that so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And of course, if you enjoy this video, then give it the big thumbs up. Okay, so like I said, I have the limited edition Love Dive Valentine's collection. So I'm going to just quickly show you a few of the things in the collection before I dive into testing everything out. So I've got their moisturising primer, which looks absolutely amazing, and then I also have their pressed powder, which looks amazing. It says it's a mattifying pressed powder that blurs everything. The packaging for it's really nice. It's this kind of heavy plastic, kind of reminds me of like the little mini Huda palettes. So that's it there. It's like this kind of marble look, which looks very interesting. And then I got one of their blushes. Like, I only picked up one. There is 4 in the collection, but I just get one because like I'm not really into blushes and I didn't want to buy too many because obviously I wouldn't use them that much. So that's the packaging, just like the powder. And that's it right there. So this is the shade Your Peachy, which looks quite pink there with a tiny hint of peach through it. I also have their So Smitten lip gloss set, so you get 3 little glossies in here, which I'm looking forward to trying these out because you know me, I love a gloss. And that's the packaging for them right there, really kind of small. And then also have their So Devoted liquid mousse lip set. So again, same packaging as the glossies. You get 3 different shades in here, and these are supposed to be like this whipped kind of mousse texture. I've also got their new multitasking eyeliner. One side is like got this thicker felt tip, and then the other side is a little bit thinner. So that's what it looks like right there. Looking forward to testing that. I picked up a new one of their fairy wand highlighting pencils because I got one like a few months ago there, and it was like a matte highlight type of thing, which is good for like the waterline. But this one here is more of a kind of like highlighted shade, which I think will be really good for highlighting in the corners of my eyes and my nose and that. That's what I really wanted to try this for, like a really quick kind of like centre of the face highlight. And I've got 2 of their Sunside Bronzers. The packaging for these is really kind of different, however they're a little bit annoying because obviously I have like these I have Alex drawers and I have all my makeup in them in these little what do you call them, these a compact divider sort of thing, and this is what they look like right here, and they don't really fit in because of this part right here, which I don't really get it. Like, it looks nice in that to look at, but I don't really get why it has to be so raised out because it's a bit difficult for putting in like a organizer. But yeah, I have 2 shades of this, which I'll get into in a minute. Yep, that is all the new stuff that I'll be testing out. I'm also going to use like a bunch of other Sheglam stuff to like obviously complete my makeup today. The first thing that I want to get started with is the Love Dive Moisturising Primer. This is what it looks like right here. It's this really gorgeous looking kind of gel cream, which I absolutely love for my skin. I just find them so hydrating on my skin. So the info in this says it's a translucent gel cream which blurs pores and imperfections while softening and refreshing the skin. It also helps to improve the skin's water retention for a hydrated complexion. And it also says that it helps like your foundation from separating and getting flaky or cakey and things like that throughout the day. I'm very excited to try this. It just looks amazing. I've had a little feel of it already and I just love the texture of it. It's very like this creamy, not creamy, sorry, this watery gel stuff. So I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit. I'm going to put quite a bit of this on my face because I need some hydration right now, especially on my forehead. I get like really dry in the kind of outer parts right here. It feels like really nice on the skin, very hydrating, and obviously it says it blurs, but I don't think I'll see much blooding going on until I apply obviously my foundation and things like that. The foundation that I'm going to use from SHEGLAM is this one here. This is the Skinfluencer Full Coverage Foundation Balm. So I absolutely love this. This is gorgeous. It's very kind of flawless looking on the skin. It's this kind of balm, kind of whipped texture. I was very impressed with it when I tried it, you know, a few months ago there. My favourite way to apply foundation right now is actually with a sponge. So I'm going to just use this one here from Morphe today. I haven't tried this one. I've been really loving like the So Eco one, but I haven't washed it yet. So I'm just going to use this one from Morphe. Okay, so I've applied the foundation and I don't really see anything different with the foundation, you know, from using that primer. You know, like I feel like it just looks the same. I don't really see much of the blurring aspect going on from the primer, but my skin does feel nice and like hydrated underneath though. So if you are like maybe super like dry, like if you have like really dry skin, then this might be like a really good product for you. So I'm just going to do my concealer. I'm going to use this one from SHEGLAM. I forget the name of it. I will obviously link it below. It's in the shade Salad. So I'm going to apply this. Hopefully it's not too light. It's kind of like this kind of whipped mousse type of texture, this concealer. It's a little bit thicker, but it still feels quite nice on the skin. It doesn't feel like heavy or anything like that. Okay, now let's get into this pressed powder from the Love Dive collection. The packaging for it again is really nice. It reminds me of one of those kind of like mini Huda palettes. You know, it has that same, you know, hard kind of like plastic feel to it. This is what it looks like right here. It has this kind of like marbled rose type print, if you can see. The claims of this, it says that it blurs imperfections and has a natural matte finish. Okay, so I'm hoping this will blur some of like my pores and things like that there, because I don't think the primer really done anything for that. I'm just going to use this little powder puff, which is from SHEGLAM, and I'm just going to press this into the powder, maybe sweep it around a little bit. And first of all, I'm going to set my under eyes with it. I'm probably just going to set my entire face with it, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm just going to start up at my under eyes and just work my way out. Okay, that foundation is just not looking the best on my skin today. Like, it doesn't look flawless at all. It looks very kind of like cakey. Hopefully this powder helps with that. Like, it looks very cakey around my nose area there. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it was that primer or it's just my skin right now. I don't know, but I've used it a few times before and it's been fine. Yeah, I can see that it is blurring the pores more here. Just ignore my nose like right now. Like, the foundation is really gripping to it and separating slightly right now. I don't know why. I should have probably exfoliated my skin before I filmed, but I just think I'm really dry right now because my lips are all dry as well. I don't know if you can see that. Like, my lips are flaking and peeling like hell. So far I'm liking the pressed powder. I really want to try this with like my favourite foundations. Yeah, that'll be really interesting to see how it goes with them. So far so good. I can see that it has blurred more of my pores around this area here, which is good. It's making the foundation look not so bad now. Okay, so now I'm going to try out the bronzers, which I'm very excited about. So this is the bronzer right here, the outer packaging. So it's the Sunside Bronzer, and I have the shade Dawn Glow and Midsummer. So Dawn Glow is a little bit lighter and it's also warm, whereas Midsummer is darker and it's more on the neutral cool side. So again, that's the packaging for it right there. As you can see, that has this raised up plastic part right here, this little dome idea, which I don't really get. Like, as I said, it can be a little bit annoying for storing them away in your organisers. That one there is Dawn Glow, and then this one is Midsummer. So I ordered two of these because I wanted one for when I'm a little bit fairer and also one when I'm a little bit darker. And today, obviously, I think I'm going to obviously have to use the lighter one because I don't have any tan or anything on. This is just my natural colour. So it says that this is a light as air pressed powder. It provides a natural sculpted look and it is in a matte finish, which I am loving the sound of because I love a matte bronzer. And there are 7 shades in the collection. They are neutral and warm shades. This one here again is a warm one for a kind of lighter complexion. I'm just going to use my big bronzer brush to apply this. I cannot wait to get this on my face to make me a little bit more bronze looking. Again, that's what it looks like before I mess it all up. It says SHELGAM in the centre there. So far it's going on really nicely. It's warm, but it's not like super orange. I think there's like a mix, like I think it's like 50-50 split down the middle for like warm and neutral shades. Again, this is a warm one, which is not too bad actually. It's quite nice. It has a really nice natural warmth to it. It's nothing like over the top. It's not orangey or anything like that. Yeah, I'm really liking this bronzer. It's really nice. First thing that I'm loving from the things that I've tried already today. It just looks really good on the skin. It has a beautiful matte finish to it. Doesn't look like dry or anything on the skin. It's absolutely gorgeous, this bronzer. Actually, I'm really liking it. I'm going to stick a little bit of MIDSUMMER actually in the hollows, just to see if I can kind of slightly contour with it. Like this is for a deeper complexion, this shade, and it says it's in, and it has a neutral undertone to it. Now, I don't know how this will go, but it's going to stick a little bit, you know, like I'm going to try contouring a little bit with it, just see how it goes. Might be a little bit too warm to contour with, but I'll just try keep it quite far back so therefore it won't mess up much. I'm just going to do my brows. I don't have SHELGAM stuff for that, so I'm just going to use my Benefit products for that. For my eyes, I'm going to use the Sunday Picnic palette. This is like a really lovely kind of neutral tone eyeshadow palette. There, it has really kind of light shades in it, which are actually really good for like everyday wear. So I'm just going to do quite a light eye look today. Nothing too like wild. It's going to take a little bit of Dawn here. I'm not using any eyeshadow primer or anything like that today. I really like this palette actually. It's just a beautiful kind of like easy to use everyday palette. The pigmentation is also really nice from the shadows too. Like there's not like much fallout from the palette, you know, the shadows go on really nicely. Perfect shades for like everyday. It's just a really cute palette. Like it doesn't look much to look at, like when you actually just like look at it like that, you're kind of like, it just looks a bit basic. I don't really love the packaging. Like I mentioned before, the packaging is just not my vibe, this type of packaging, but the shades inside are really nice. Like if this was like packaged differently, I think this would be a stunning palette. You know, like aesthetically stunning. Then I'm going to take the shade Sunbeam, this one right here. So it's kind of light smooth shimmer. I'm just going to apply this to my lid. And then I'm going to take another clean blending brush and pick up the shade Biscuit, this one right here, and run this through my crease as well, just to make sure everything blends nicely. There's no mirror in this little palette, so I'm just going to stick my little mirror on there just to see up close. Okay, so we lost a bit of that Sunbeam shade because we blended that, so I'm going to take a little bit more on my finger, just tap it along my lid. And then I'm going to take a little bit of RSVP, this one right here, it's a bit more sparkly. I'm just going to tap that on top of that shade just to give a little extra sparkle. Can you guys see how dry my lips are? Like they're crazy dry right now. Okay, I'm going to use their new Multitasker Line and Detail eyeliner. So again, that's what it looks like there. It is dual sided. We have a thicker felt tip and then a thinner felt tip. So with a thinner side, I'm just going to draw a liner. So I'm taking the thicker side, which I should have did first place. Okay, so far not the best eyeliner pen. Like, it's either too dry or it gets sticky too quick. I can't really work it out. When I was like drawing like the wee tail there, like I had to go back over it because it just wasn't perfect, and I couldn't really go over it right. It was kind of like sticky to go over, plus the felt tips, or the brush or the felt tips, both sides, brush and felt tip side, you know, had like no product on it really to correct it, and it felt like it was skipping. So yeah, I don't know if I'm liking this pen, so I'm going to try the other side. Yeah, this doesn't feel good. It's like skipping in places, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to mess about with these anymore because it's just getting worse as I go on. If you're someone who likes to take their time over eyeliner and really like go back and perfect it and things like that, then this is not going to be a liner for you, because I feel like it dries very, very quickly. It almost dries to like that way where it's like sticky and you can't go over it again. I'm going to have to leave my wings like this. I know they're not even or perfect or anything like that, but I really don't want to mess them up anymore, because I've got other things I need to try out, and I'm going to do that right now. So I got two of these little fairy ones here. One is like a matte finish and one's like a shimmer finish. So the shimmer one I'm going to use for like the centre of my face, and the matte one, which I believe is this one, is it? Yes, is this one. It's like a matte white. It's in the shade Cloud. I'm going to swatch it here. Yeah, so that's like a matte white, and then the other one, Ethereal, I think the other one's called, is like a more shimmery finish. So they both look they both look white-ish. Like Ethereal is obviously a little bit lighter because it has that shimmery or metallic finish to it sort of thing, which I'm going to use to highlight with. So I'm going to pop a little bit of Cloud on my waterline. It may be too bright for this look, but we'll try it. So that goes on the eyes nice and kind of easily, quite creamy. However, I don't love the shade. I do prefer like a nude in my waterline, but obviously I want to try it for this video because I did buy this one by mistake. I thought this would have had, you know, that metallic shimmer finish to it at the time when I got this one, and it didn't. It was actually just straight up like a matte eyeline. So I then went and ordered the Ethereal one later on so that I could test it for highlight the centre of my face, because I thought it'd be quite a good kind of quick, easy product to use to highlight. So I've applied that, but I don't know if I love it because it kind of just looks like there's something just sitting on a waterline rather than like blending into it. But yeah, not really loving it. I do just love a nude in my waterline. Now what I'm going to do is use the highlighting one to highlight the inner corner of my eyes and down the centre of my face. See, that works not too bad. So you would just like pen it in or pencil it in like so, and then just use your finger just to slightly blend it out. Like, yeah, that works, I think. It would work well. It would work well as well, I think, on days where I don't have really anything on my eyes, and just like pop this into my inner corner just to give me that kind of nice highlighted natural finish. So I'm going to put a little bit on my nose, obviously not too much, and then just use my finger to blend it out. Yeah, see, that works. That works quite well. That's what I had in mind. I can also pop a little bit here, just like draw on and then just blend it or tap it out with my finger. I'm happy with that. That worked out how I wanted it to. My lips are so dry right now. They're just all peeling and flaking. It's horrible. I don't have a Shein mascara, so I'm just going to use my Bobbi Brown one. And I'm going to use the blush. So this is the Love Dive Tender Heart Powder Blush in the shade Your Peachy. This is pigmented, like, look. It's pigmented, like you can see. It also has a matte finish to it, which is great. That actually is quite nice. I'm enjoying that. Next thing I'm going to try out is the Mousse lipstick set. So this will be fun with my really, really dry lips right now. Oh god, this is going to be a challenge. That's what they look like there. Quite cute packaging. So I'm first going to apply Heart Entwined. These have a mousse type texture and they both have a really nice kind of satin finish. So I'm not going to outline my lips or anything because I am going to just take these off, you know, one by one, and then go on to the Glossies. So if you see any like dry patches, like any crumbly bits, that's just my lips. But like, yeah, no, that is really comfortable. I do need a lip liner, obviously, make my lips look a little bit bigger. But the texture of this is beautiful. Like, it feels so soft and smooth on the lips. Yeah, it's a beautiful texture. It's very comfortable. It doesn't feel dry or anything on the lips. So that's Heart Entwined. Now I'm going to whip this off before it dries in too much. Oh no, man, these dry quick. Oh, that's a bad idea. Testing these with such dry lips. It's actually quite sore to remove because my lips are just so dry and scabby right now. I'm not really getting that shade off much, so I'm just going to go over my lips with my sponge. The next shade is my Twin Flame. That just looks like the other one. That's my Twin Flame. And the next one I'm going to try out is Forevermore. This one looks like a kind of slightly browny shade. Yeah, like a brown colour. Ooh. This one's definitely my type of shade. This with lip liner and a gloss. Perfect. Yeah, so that's Forevermore. Really nice. I love the texture of these. They feel lovely on the lips. Very soft, smooth. I feel like nothing on the lips, which is beautiful. So we're going to wipe this off and then we'll try the Glossies. Okay, so this is the lip gloss set here. Again, we get 3 of these, which have the same packaging as the Mousse liquid lips. So that's them right there. Now, 2 of these look quite similar in tone from like what I've seen online, but we'll try them out and see. So we've got let's go for Blue For You. Blue For You is kind of like this clear gloss that obviously meant to have like a slightly bluey undertone to it. It says that these have a hydrating gel texture. They're not sticky with a high shine finish. It's going to be quite hard, I think, to really see these, but they actually feel quite nice. They have a nice kind of scent to them as well. Like, I can taste something from them, which is quite nice. Now we have Through With Love, which is a kind of pinkier tone one. Like, it still looks clear with a pinky undertone, whereas the other one had like a bluey undertone to it. You're not going to see the shades of them really on my lips because my lips are like super juicy red right now because they are irritated. The last one we have is Look on Lock. So this is the deepest one in the set. So what I'm going to do now is just remove this last gloss. I'm going to line my lips with one of my Shein Sheglam lip liners, and then I think I'll put on that Forevermore Mousse liquid lip, and then I'll put on the Blue For You gloss. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so finally we're at the end and this is the completed look. So yeah, I was going to sum up my thoughts on all the products. I'm not going to bother about the other stuff that I use. I'm just going to concentrate mostly on the new stuff from Shein Sheglam. So first of all, the primer that we use, the moisturising primer. This is really nice and hydrating for the skin. However, I don't think it does anything for like blurring like the pores and smoothing like your skin sort of thing, but it is good for hydration. So if you are like looking for it, you know, to do that blurring aspect, then I would say forget it. Just like use another primer that you like. But for hydration, if you're like dry skin or maybe like normal to dry, then this is a really good primer for hydrating the skin. So the mattifying long wear pressed powder, this I actually really like. This I've seen, you know, working like well for in terms of smoothing and filling the pores, if you know what I mean. It made this, you know, area all here really nice and poreless and smooth looking. So once I applied the foundation and things like that, then that really kind of helped to smooth the foundation, because the foundation wasn't looking the best on my skin to begin with. But once I applied this on top, it actually looks really nice. Like it looks a lot better now. The foundation, like a lot better, so I'm happy about that. So this powder I'm really liking. I want to try this with like my favourite foundation, like my NARS Light Reflecting. I'll try that with that, see how it goes with that, but so far so good. I do like this. And then the Tender Heart blush in your Peachy, this is really nice as well. Like I love the colour of this. It's really pretty on the cheeks. It has, you know, it's got a real pop to it. It is in the shade Your Peachy. It's kind of like this pinky peachy tone blush. It's really cute. I do like it, and I love that it has a matte finish. So then also from that collection we tried out the Mousse liquid lip set. Now these are really nice, just my lips are wrecked right now that I can't really enjoy them as much, but the texture and like the formula of these is really lovely. Like it's such a smooth, comfortable formula. They're not like drying or anything on the lips. Even though my lips are dry right now, these felt really nice on the lips and smoothing, and also they just have a really lovely whip texture to them, so they're just really comfortable. You know, they don't suck the life out your lips, which is great. So really like these. Like I said, the Forevermore shade, which I have on now, is probably the lightest out of them for my complexion. I would have liked to have seen something a little bit lighter again, because we do have two shades that are quite similar in colour. So like another shade that was maybe a bit lighter would have been great for me, but so far I like them. And then the gloss set, I really like this as well. The first two that I tried are quite light in colour, so they kind of just look like clear glossies. One just has a little bit of a pink hint to it, the other one has a little bit of a blue hint to it, but there isn't much, you can't tell much, you know, difference between the two of them. The other one here, which is the Love Unlock, that one, you know, has a little bit more of a colour to it, which would be nice to try out when my lips are not so red. They have a really nice formula to them. They're not sticky, not tacky. They have a really nice high shine, as you can see, and yeah, look forward to using these more, but so far so good with them. And then the bronzer, I absolutely love the bronzer. So we tried out Dawn Glow. The shade of this is really pretty. I like this. I'm looking forward to using this more. Midsummer, I'm really looking forward to using when I'm a bit more tan, so I'll be trying that out really soon, because the formula of this one, the Dawn Glow, is just beautiful. It just sits beautiful on the skin. It looks gorgeous. It has a matte finish to it. I highly recommend the bronzer to you. So affordable as well. Great little bronzer, far better than drugstore ones. So then I tried the two little fairy ones, these here. So one I used for my waterline, which is called Cloud. That one is like a matte white, and it actually looks not bad on my eyes. I actually quite like it. You know, normally I go for a nude, but I thought this white one would be quite nice in the waterline, and it has really brightened up my eyes, which is nice. And then the other shade, Ethereal, was really nice for highlighting like the centre of my face. You could obviously use it as a liner as well and whatever, but I really wanted to get this for a quick way of highlighting like the centre of my face, like especially on like an everyday basis. So anyway, really like these. I'm not really a fan of the liner. So this is a liner again right here. Not really a fan of this. I feel like it's quite dry. I don't really recommend this to you guys. It's a shame and all, because the packaging, like, it looks really nice in that, the packaging. Like, I will try it a couple more times to see how I go with it. It could have just been today was a bad day, but I will try it again and see. But so far, like, skip on this. And yeah, that's it for this video. I really hope you liked and enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below if you are new to my channel, and I will speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye.